Hey Dan. Our next stop in pursuit of the Dark Trooper project is Anoat City, where we are on the trail of Moff Rebus, who we find out from Jan Ors here is a weapons manufacturer who is believed to be behind this prototype weapon for the Dark Trooper. We're also told that he's hidden himself away in the sewage system under the city of Anoat, and he'll probably be guarding himself with some droids and other creatures, which is great. So it's our job to track him down. Alright, let's get started. Now, Anoat is mentioned very briefly in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, when they are looking for a place to repair the Millennium Falcon. They're looking at nearby systems to Hoth, and Princess Leia mentions Anoat. All she really says is there's not much there, so let's see if that holds true. So we start in this main outside area above ground. And you'll hear that sound of the probe droids, as well as the little interrogation droids. These will be the main enemies we face here. Now, important to know that when you do shoot the probe droids out of the air, they do explode, so just be careful you aren't too close to them when that happens. The other thing we'll just try to take that one out there. Back up a little bit, and one more up here. Here we are. One thing to note at the beginning of this level is this platform will descend. Let's turn our little light on here. Down into a space where we can grab some supplies, as well as fend off a couple of these Imperial droids. Grab some power-ups, there we are. And head on back out. Now, the main section of this level, turn our headlight off, is in here. Hang on a second, where is that coming from? Oh, there it is. Oop, you can see I was a little too close to that one when it blew up. I got a little caught on that corner there. But as I was saying, the main area of this level is centered around this area here, where you can see there's the sewage system with 4 entrances around the exterior. Hang on. Let me get back up onto the platform here. And this switch in the center. Now there are 4 doors and 4 parts to the switch, or 4 switch locations. Each one opening up each of the doors in turn. So we'll start with this first one here. Hop up onto that ledge and grab a few thermal detonators. New weapons available to us in this level. And before we drop down into this next little area, I actually want to do a little shift, run, and jump towards that ledge. There we go. Now I'm going to page up to look down. And if you hit caps lock, I found out, that toggles your walk and run on and off. So can walk slowly around this ledge. Careful now, careful now. There we go. And of course, because all of the assets are actually 2-dimensional, but it's trying to mimic 3D, they all get a little warped out of shape when you look down on them. Very good. But that's the first little secret area we have here. And now if we jump down and up onto this little platform, I'm gonna turn my, there we go, my run back on. Now this looks like just a plain, ordinary little section, but there is in fact, hang on, is it over here? Ah yes, this will lead up to where the first switch is. Very good. So you can see what happens when you do that is that the door, or one of the doors, opens up, which allows more sewage, really, to... Hang on, these little seekers are very annoying. It allows more sewage to flow into this area here, and raises the level. Now, where we need to go is that glowing section there, so we'll need to raise the sewage level twice more, so with 2 more switches. Just grab a few things over here. Very good. And again, back down on this level, I believe there is a secret door. Let's see. Is it in this section here? There it is, yes. So this little door here will take us to where there's another couple of these seekers. They don't take a lot of, health with each hit, but they can be a little tricky to shoot out of the air. One thing you can do is switch to the thermal detonators, which is number 4 on the number line. And, the area explosion tends to help with that. Now, there is one other space in here, I believe, where there is another secret. Is it against this wall? Well, that's the way out. Yes, so it's actually in this little alcove. There we go. There's our next little secret. Extra battery, extra life. And there we are. Alright, so we've come into this first section of the sewer. We've managed to open up the switch in here. Just going to turn our light on. And also turn on the map, because this section can be a little tricky to navigate, and also you want to keep your eyes open for these Dianoga creatures. There they are. So if you see one, you'll first see their eye popping out of the water, and then they'll come at you, and you can do quite a lot of damage very quickly. So best bet is to move backwards away from them while firing your gun. Yep, you can see there's one there popping up and out of the sewage. You can sort of just run away from them pretty well, but they will continue to follow you. Now, I don't want to go up those stairs just yet, because there is another area in here with a doorway that I'd like to enter. And you can see it's very helpful to use your map in this section. There it is. There we are. A few extra little goodies. Oh, and there's a Dianoga that's followed us in. Oh, a couple of them. Now, what is nice is that you can shoot them when it is just the eyeball. And they don't take too many hits from the Stormtrooper blaster. But we'll make our way back to that other doorway and head up and out of this level, or this area. Very good. Turn our headlight off. Get rid of those seekers. I guess we still need the headlight. Very good. And this little elevator will take us back up where we started. The probe droids can be a little hard to hit because they're higher than you, so just use your page down to look up as needed. There we are, very good. And we will rush back to where we were, that sort of central courtyard. Open up switch number 2. And head down the second pathway. Now, do be careful when using your headlight and also your infrared goggles not to use up all of your batteries. If you look just over top of the ammunition counter, there are a series of green lights. Each little pip indicates how much battery power you have left. So it will go down as you use things like your infrared or your headlights. There we are. And we'll take care of that probe droid before we drop down here. Now in this area, it's very easy to sort of get yourself stuck and end up fighting a bunch of those Dianogas, but don't, just head right across, open this door, and it'll take you up this little chute by activating that switch. And here we are running through the sewer system. Now, the current does just carry you along if you allow it. And you'll see there's a sort of a part just over to this side where you can take a little side path. Take care of that fella in front of you. Oh, there's another one, which does give you the opportunity to pick up a few more, or a little bit more ammunition before looping you around back and forth. You can actually do this section with your light off just by using the map to guide yourself, or the light from your blaster rifle. And again, there's two little paths here. I think each one ends with a Dianoga. Very good. I mean, end up back in the starting courtyard. Alright, we'll switch over to number 3. And head down this way. Trying to get out of the water before we get mauled too much. Jumping up here for the third and final switch that we need to hit. Try not to get caught on the corner. Actually, you know, I may have lied. I believe that that switch... Hang on. There we are. I believe that switch lowers the water so that you can get access to this room, which has the actual third switch. So if I hit this here, we should see the water level rise up, and now we can continue on down that tunnel. Right, very good. We'll backtrack just a little. And headlamp on. We'll jump over this little barricade here. Come here now. There we are. And again, just run straight for the exit. This section can be a little repetitive, but you can make it faster by simply running forwards along the corridor. And we'll go the straight path this time. Loop left, loop right. And this time, let's see if we can get the take the far side. There we go. Should be another Dianoga in front of us. Yep. There we go. And back at the beginning. Now, I am going to go out of this area, back to the start, and just collect some of these items here. Oh, hang on, let's do health packs there. Very good. Drop down here. See, I had my headlight on that whole time, draining my batteries. Alright, looks like everything else has been grabbed in here. Now, you don't need to go down the 4th corridor, or the 4th tunnel, but there are some useful items there, so I think we'll do that quickly. Open that up to 4, head on down here, and you can see this is the area that was on the other side of that little underground portion there. Now, I'm not going to go all the way in, I'm just going to grab those items and then hustle on backwards. There we go. jump up here. Now what you need to do is open up the second doorway. There we go. And that will lead us to that lit corridor we could see as we were raising up the water levels. There we go. Get a few more thermal detonators, a few more power cells. Jump up here. And inside of this room, so we've got that little fella there. We'll get some more shields, get our health back up. And if you follow this corridor around, I believe it's just past here. There it is. There's another secret area. Darn these seekers. There we go. Where we can, once again, restock ourselves. We'll try not to fall directly into all of that. There we go. And heading back out. We'll continue on down here. What I'd like to do is try to shoot those ones out of the air. Very good. Turn my headlight off to try and save some battery. And where am I being shot at? Oh, it's directly in front of me. Okay. Now, this part is a little bit tricky. And there's a Gran down there. It's one of the three-eyed aliens. There we are. And they throw thermal detonators, so best to, you know, stay back. Oop, hang on. Activate that switch again. So here we've got a little bit of platforming, and of course it's first-person platforming, so it's a little bit tricky. Try not to overshoot, but also try not to undershoot. Use your strafe to get yourself lined up properly. Jump onto the right-hand side pathway. You can go the other side, but it will just, you know, give you some energy packs there. Ooh, looked like that one was glitching out a little bit. And yes, we've got another one throwing thermal detonators at us from the far side. And I'm going to do a shift jump and try to make it across in one. Didn't quite manage it. All right. It's all right. We'll make our way back to where we had started. And just do the same thing again. It does take a bit of a light touch. You may want to switch from your run to your walk, though just to get yourself into position for each jump, but then definitely do your run for the jumps. Otherwise you can't really cross the distance. There we go. Platforming in first person is always a bit of a crapshoot. There we go. Alright, and these doors open up. We're getting closer and closer to Moff Rebus. Again, alright, I'm gonna see if I can't take care of that one. There we go. Nothing like a high explosive to deal with your problems. Alright, grab a little... Grab a few extras here. Getting low on energy. Just because I've been shooting so many Dianogas and droids. Alright. But, very quickly we get to... Where is that, doorway? Hang on a second. Ah, yes. If you head up this way, it's a little hard to see because of the way that the walls sort of blend together, but just up these stairs, we'll face a few final droids. And then you'll see Moff Rebus there in his chair. Now, you would think that this weapons manufacturer, who is holding a rather serious gun, would fight you, but
Yeah, I found Moff Rebus. I'm ready to get out of this mess. You're the boss, Kyle.
no, he poses no threat. He just sort of sits there, looking like Elvis. Completely two-dimensional, smiling the whole time. And that's it. Alright. Okay, Dan. Well, we found Moff Rebus. Hopefully he can give us some information about the Dark Trooper, and tell us where to head next. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.